Okay, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the Parallon process. We're going to walk through how to access the jobs through Parallon. We're going to walk through finding bill rates, and we're going to walk through how to manually entry jobs into the portal. First thing, what I want you to do is log into your portal and go into Parallon. And the first thing I want you to notice is that these are going to be all the jobs. Okay, they're going to be listed under specialty in the system. Under the facility, and they're going to be under the published date, which is the date that the job went live, so you can kind of see for your own eyeballs as far as if they're open, so you don't have to second guess in the system, in the portal, if they're actually live or not. Okay. The first thing I want you to do is click on this job here for watch this video rather. Click on this, and you're going to notice that it says days, so this is for day shift. Scroll down. Estimated start date is just that. It's just an estimated date, so it doesn't mean they have to start on that date, or normally they're flexible a little bit. So if it's 5 days out or something like that from the estimated start date, that's okay. And the start date, or the start time and end time, so this is going to be a day shift. It's going to be 13 weeks, and if you scroll down, it'll give you the bill rate. Okay, now this is important information as far as where to find the bill rate in Parallon at. Sometimes, most of the time, it's under regular pay, so this is going to be 63, but sometimes it's listed under target bill rate. Okay, so it just depends on where Parallon decides to put it, but normally it's going to be under regular pay. Okay, so you're not going to pay attention to any of this other different stuff right here. You're just going to focus on to the bill rate. Okay, and this is what we're going on for this time. Okay, so let's just say, for example, you find a job and it says 8 to 5. Okay, if it's a surge tech or something like that, you're going to know it doesn't say 40 hours on it, but you know based on the time that it is going to be a 40-hour job. So again, it's important to look in that information too, to validate that, is it 12 hours, is it 40 hours, whatever time it gives here is what it's going to be. So again, 8 to 5 is going to be 40 hours, 7 to 7, obviously 12 hours. Okay. So that's kind of how to scroll through the jobs. Each jobs are going to be different. Let's go back to the jobs. If they're on hold, that means we cannot submit to those jobs. That means the job is closed. So we cannot submit to on hold jobs. We can submit to pending approval jobs. So if it says pending approval, majority of the time, that means it will not be in our system. So if that is the case, you will have to manually enter the job in. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Manually enter a job in. Okay, and also tell you how to locate a job rate in the system. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to click on this. We're going to go into the portal. Okay, your login. And this, again, this is for manually entry a job in. You're going to go to the jobs. Now, also say this real quick. So, majority of the jobs we have in the system already, Parallon, Metafist, Aya, but we do not have Focus One jobs in the system. We do not have Qualivis jobs in the system. So when you get access to those, you're going to have to manually enter those jobs in. Okay, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so you're going to go to the Jobs tab. You're going to go to Add New. You can either click to the right, click to the left. Same thing. All right. Okay, the Jobs ID is not really going to matter. Okay, so you could just make that number up. Okay, 555, whatever. You can make that up. Facility information. Okay, it's important that you get this information right, and you should have it right here in your portal here. So this one is Twin Cities Community Hospital. Copy that. Go back over here to facility. Put that information in. Okay. And you're going to click into the job for more details. So obviously it's ER. Click in that. Okay. Templeton, California. So you're going to copy that, come back over to the job section, Templeton. You have to space it out a little bit. Go to California. Okay, it looks like it's an RN for an RN, and it's for an ER job. Okay, and we're going to come back to that job. We're going to say, what shift is this for? You're going to scroll down, 6P to 6A, so it's going to be for night shift. So you can either put 6A, nights. I usually put nights, 6P, the 6A. Okay? You don't need to put the positions in. You don't need to put the overtime rate in. You just say if it's an 8-hour or if it's an 8-week or if it's a 13-week. So this one looks like it's 13 weeks. Okay? It's 13 weeks. And the start date is 5/6. Okay, so we got that from this. So we're going to come back here. Okay, come back here and add the start date there. This is going to be a Parallon job. So you're going to type in Parallon under the vendors. Okay, you always have to match the vendor. It should remember the rate, but Parallon is going to be 4. Make sure that it's 4% for Parallon. And then the rate, which we get that again from the vendor. Come back over here to vendor. And again, regular pay is going to be 88. Okay, so the bill rate for that job is going to be 88. All right. Rate 88. All you got to type in is 88. So we've typed in the facility, the city, the state, the RN. Again, if it's a surge tech, put surge tech. Under specialty, put surge tech. But for this example, RN, ER. We don't need to. We put the shift in. We don't need positions. We don't need overtime. We know it's a 13-week. If it's an 8 hours or 8-week, you put 8 weeks. Okay. 13 weeks. We put the bill rate in. We validate it's Parallon, and the vendor rate should drop down from whatever you put it down. So if it was Medifis 5, should be 5. IS should be 3. You type in IS, should remember 3. But this case again, it's 4%. We put the start date, and I always put this information in here. Okay, whatever they're again, just for my record. Sorry, I can roll all over the place here. I always put whatever requirements they have for the job. So they must have this. I copy and paste this information. Copy. Come over here. Come back to the system, to the job, under position. Okay. Now, it's got everything you need. Position. And now the only thing that you're going to want to do when you're done is click the submit button. Okay. It says data added successfully. And then the first one you should see, it should be manual entry, and you should be able to run this pay package. Now, the jobs that you're manual entering are the jobs that you will see only for you. So other recruiters aren't seeing what you're putting into your little portal. It's just you. Okay, so let's just say, I put a job in, I can't find it. Okay, since it's manually entry, if you can't find it, you go to manual entry. And it should pull up all the jobs that will manual entry just recently. Okay, so in this case, you find your job, and then you can run the pay package accordingly. Okay, that's how you manually enter a job. It's going to be the same process for Parallon, all the vendors. It's going to be the same process. So once you put this job in, I showed you how to manual entry the job in from Parallon. Just make sure you put the drop down if it's going to be for the vendor fee, if it's going to be Parallon, IA, Medifis, they all have their own vendor fees associated with it. And that's how you manual entry a job. Okay? So when you refer me to, or you hear me say you have to manual entry that job, again, Focus One jobs, going to have to manual entry those. Qualivis coming down the road, you're going to have to manual entry those jobs because the system isn't going to have those jobs in the system. Like they are now for Medifis, Parallon, things like that. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. Next thing I want to do is you say, okay, Brandon, I have a rate missing in the system. Most of them are going to be Parallon. So let's just say, for example, let's find a missing rate. So you say, okay, again, here's one right here, missing rate. So I want to promote this job, but there's no rate. So how do I do that? Okay. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to type in, copy and paste this information. I just like to put it in, or you can copy that in. Okay. Lakewood, Washington for this job, med surge. Looks like a night shift. What you're going to do is come back over to your Parallon, and you're going to click this little 3 arrow over here, okay? And you're going to go to positions. Okay, and you're going to come over here to all, where it says all locations. Click that, okay? The city, just make sure you take the name of the state out there, and it's going to be Washington, Lakewood, Washington. And then you're going to come up here to the search button. All right. It may take a minute to try to populate the job here. Okay, so we got a couple open in Lakewood, Washington. We're looking for the med surge night shift, which is going to be this one right here, St. Clair Hospital, med surge. Okay, you could always cross-reference that, but you're going to click on this job. Okay, and just to validate, again, St. Clair Hospital, Lakewood, California. Come back over here to the system. St. Clair Hospital, Lakewood, California. Yep, missing rate right here. And you're not going to see the same thing on your screen. And what I'm going to have you do is come back over here. Okay, we're going to scroll down. Okay, looks like keep scrolling until we get to the bill rate. All right, your lucky number you're looking for is, okay, is this a tele job? Yeah, this is med surge tele. This is the same job. And the bill rate is going to be 71. Okay, 71. So what we're going to do, I'm going to come back over here to this portal. You're going to click on the pencil here. Okay, this little pencil icon, make sure it's the correct job. Click on the pencil. Scroll down where it says rate. And you're going to type in 71. Okay? And then you're going to come down here. You're going to go to submit. All right? Now, you're going to type in the same thing. You're going to have to go back. So you're going to type in Washington, Lakewood, L-A-K-E, Wood. And scroll down. We're looking for the med surge. And there's your rate. We just added it in, which is 71. All right? So each vendor is going to be a little bit different as far as where you find that rate at, but the concept's going to be the same, where you log into the system, you're looking for the bill rate, you're going to add it in using the pencil, okay? And you are going to, then now after you did that, you can run a pay package, okay? It'll allow you to actually, once you click on this, allow you to run the pay package, all right? So what we did today was we reviewed with Parallon how to find bill rates, how to plug in missing rates into the system with Parallon, how to manually entry a job if you have to manually entry a job, and kind of how to go through Parallon and how to find jobs. Depending if you're looking for different locations, things like that. So hopefully that was helpful for you. If you have any other questions, let me know. But that is the process with Parallon to locate jobs, add manual entry jobs into the system, and search Parallon. Hopefully that was helpful, and we'll move on to the next video.